We are live at Hooters, a little Empire pregame show under the orange roof.
Yeah, the best place to have it. Let's go.
Actually, are we on? We're on the YouTubes. We're on the Godzilla YouTube.
We are on the YouTube.
Since I've already been doctoring these TVs so that we can watch the Empire game, I think I can YouTube's us. I can put us on there. Look at it. I'm doing both at once now. Look at that. I'm a bleeping tech genius.
I like this, Levack. We've never had us watching ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there we are.
You realize it's going to be like a big problem. Like we're going to be completely distracted. What do I have to put in? Gozilla?
Yeah, take Levack and Goz or Albany
Levack and
Empire.
Goz, it'll come up?
I did the SEO with the search.
I don't believe you. All right, so while we're here today, we're going to watch the Albany Empire take on the San Antonio Gunslingers right here. We're going to have it on a couple TVs over here on the side, the banquet room, if you will, under the orange roof. And we're excited for it. We're gonna have some fun. I know I've seen a lot of the big fans are already on their way here to hang out with us, and we're excited. And Boston Dan told me that he will honor Wings Day special prices for anyone who asks for them.
Whoa!
So
today.
Yeah, so it's not really Wings Day, but because we're doing this, he's like, you know what? I'll do Wings Day prices for you today. I don't see it, guys. I see a lot of us. I just don't see this one.
Here, give me that remote. I'll find us.
You don't know what you're doing.
There it is. Boom.
Which one? This one?
There. Yeah.
It says upcoming. It doesn't say it's on.
No, we're live. Just click it. See what happens.
You sure?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. Oh, it is. And now
there we are.
It's us looking at the TV. All right. And now it's telling me to sign into YouTube over here. We'll fix that one later.
Where are the inserts?
We broke all the things, and we're on. And we're one of the 10 people watching this broadcast right now. All right. So very, very excited. Big game today, and it's always good.
Levack, if you don't mind, I have some questions. You know, this is how this usually happens on weekend shows with us here talking about the Albany Empire. I have some questions involving today's Albany Empire game, if you don't mind, as I always do. I always say, do you mind? Because I'm going to ask it anyway, so just give that pre-warning that they're coming. I told you I was done with travel storylines.
No,
but San Antonio's really far.
it is. It's a far way away.
So I feel like let's just, for the easiest question of the day to lead off with, I feel like I'm hosting trivia. Question number one. What's up with travel? Any issues to be? No, why are you laughing? You're already laughing. I don't like. Why are you laughing? I don't like that already.
Guys are there, safe and sound, snug as bugs, ready to go. It's a 3 o'clock Eastern kickoff, 2 o'clock San Antonio time. But yesterday, as you know, my heroes are the official carriers of the Albany Empire Yankee Trails. Love them. They had to do some work yesterday. So guys are on the bus, headed to the airport, didn't fly out of Albany because it was super, super, super expensive and crowded, and it was hard to get guys the times we needed and everything. We ended up flying out of a different airport. Well, while the bus was headed to said airport, brand new bus, like hundreds of miles on it, not thousands. We're talking about brand new bus, to the point where my guy Joel over at Yankee Trails was like, got you our newest bus, so nothing will go wrong. He jinxed it. The radiator hose blew out on the bus about an hour away.
Oh, no.
So now we're like struggling. We're like, oh, my God, we're never going to get through security and get on the plane in time. Here we go. Mike Corda, owner extraordinary and also travel agent to the team, is now trying to find another flight just in case we don't get there. What all these things. Meanwhile, Yankee Trails is like they go Skynet. Like they just like they got another bus headed out from the thing, but it's going to take about an hour because they're an hour away. And now all of a sudden they're like, okay, wait, there's a bus that's 6 minutes away. We'll reroute those. Next thing I get a call. All right, we're there. We're on our way. Guys, make it to the airport, get through security, get on the plane in time. Everything is good. Yankee Trails had to go above. Brand new bus broke down. Like a brand, like again, hundreds of miles, not thousands of miles on this bus, and it broke. That is the luck of the Albany Empire this year when it comes to travel.
My heart is beating out of my chest. Like I broadcast the games. You were the president of the team. The fact that this became a storyline again for nothing that you guys have done wrong. Like that is a variable you cannot even factor in. You've done everything to cover your butts to make sure travel was fine. Let's go inside the mind of El Presidente. When that's happening, what is happening in your mind? Because, like I said, everything's fine, but the last thing you want is to have
I'll
that.
show you what's going through my mind. I started saging the office. I saged the office. I literally walked around with burning sage and saged the office to get the evil demons that are in the office out of there. Like that's what was going through my mind. I'm not even playing with you. Like I just enough that I could get I think the sage smell and a chant you're supposed to do and like have positive thoughts. But like I can't do a lot of sage because with our luck, I'll set off the sprinkler system at MVP Arena, and then I'll never hear the end of that. Though I do know they should call Techies Fire and Water Restoration, your best way back to normal, to get that taken care of if I do that. Or if someone else does it. It won't be me, of course. Yeah, that's what went through my mind. It's just like at this point, it's supernatural.
Can we do this? Let's do this. I think we just got a comment from our guy Matthew. Can we bring him up on the screen real quick?
Okay,
Matthew?
Yeah.
He has a comment. He wrote, I could see them not taking the play-by-play guy, Goz. Although
your color commentary.
Thank you. Although I'm color commentary, but Levack, why are you not there? Before you answer that, Matthew, I saw you on YouTube, man. Thank you for the support. You were cracking me up during the broadcast, man. Like there were some times where like Matthew liked one of my things during the broadcast. He'd be like, "That a boy, Gozzy Bear, way to go, nice call." And then other times, like especially during the reviews, he'd be like, "Come on, guys, don't be a corporate guy. Come on, give me the Empire calls." So, Matthew, I see you. You are noted. I appreciate you watching the games with us. I guess to his question now, Matthew's curious as to why you were not in San Antonio.
Yeah, I wasn't needed there. I was needed here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's exactly right.
Like, when you've got a head coach / GM in Tom and us, he handles a lot of that stuff. We're working back here to help him through anything that needs to be done. It actually is good I wasn't there because it was easier for me to get on the phone and work with Joel and the team at Yankee Trails to get everything right. Plus, I drew the short straw. I have to go to Hooters today. I have to enjoy ice cold beers, hot wings, and watch the game with you guys on YouTube. That's what I mean. We can't all be lucky enough, to go to San Antonio. Some of us have to go to Hooters. It's a thing. It's a thing. This is a weird one from Frank. Too bad none of the sports platforms or networks will show the playoffs like before. The platform's called YouTube, Frank, and everyone has it. So we're good.
Now, here's the thing. I don't know if Frank means the NAL playoffs or he means the NBA and NHL playoffs. The NHL playoffs, some have aired on TNT, some have aired on ESPN. I don't know if that's a shot at the NAL or that the platforms he means like not 3, 5, and 9. That's a Syracuse reference. ABC, NBC, and CBS is not showing the Stanley Cup and NBA Finals. So, Frank, if you're listening, clarify that because I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. Yeah, so I thought he might have meant.
And also, why are you going Eeyore on me? You're bringing up something negative, right? Like we're not even talking about yet. I see Jason just chimed in. Jason was the guy who got us everywhere we needed to be in Georgia.
Shout out to Jason.
So the Columbus trip. Jason and I were the ones on the phone every 5 minutes. Like, so Jason, good news, bad news. Oh, great. What's the good news? You got a little free time on your hands. They've been delayed again. That's the bad news. So Jason at Yankee Trail is just a great dude and just a great crew. Just a great crew. The official carrier of the Albany Empire.
Let's talk about the San Antonio game.
All right.
You and I kind of feel the same way about the Gunslingers, right? They're so close. They're an expansion team. It's year one in a professional sport, whatever level, whether it's baseball, football, doesn't matter. If you're a professional sports team in year one, it's hard to be competitive and be at the top of the league. You and I feel like San Antonio is this close to breaking through, and you hope, if you're an Empire fan, their breakthrough is not this game today against Albany, but they are so close with that roster, and it's got a bunch of veterans, guys who've been around the league before.
Yeah, they legit are at that level where they're kind of where we were in the beginning of the year. Not when it comes to talent, but where they are. Because obviously, I'm partial to our talent. I think we've got a pretty solid roster. Call me crazy, but their ownership group just changed, right? So they're now. A lot of this week has been spent with me and them going back and forth, getting some of their behind the scenes stuff set up for them so that they can host this game appropriately in a way that they would like to. And they're, good group. They're working their butts off trying to get it right. And obviously that doesn't necessarily translate to what will happen on the field. But, as we've seen, chaos in the office, chaos in the tunnels can sometimes become chaos on the field. So I do think you can see some similarities. Like, they've got talent. They're extremely athletic. They're fast. Their special teams are solid. They've been so close so many times this year already to pulling off that victory. And, the fear anytime you play a team like this is almost like what you saw with the Lions and everybody else. I think they're not going to get wiped, right? They're not going to go over. You just don't want to be the team that they beat. So, like, there's a lot of pressure on the guys this week, on the Empire, on Darius Prince, on Sam Castronova, and Nick Hague, because you should win this game, and you should win this game handily. You should. Like, I don't know what the Vegas line is, but I would assume we would be like an 18 to 22-point favorite, somewhere in that range. So if that be the case, San Antonio can go out there. They can big sigh of relief and just play their game.
Let me know if this storyline makes sense, because you've got a relationship with the San Antonio ownership, both now past and present, that if you saw a change in a professional sports league with manager moves, and I'm talking like a GM, a president, an owner, if you see movement at this, we'll call it the executive spots in professional sports, just like if you saw a move in an executive spot in any other job, if you're an employee of that business, you would fear for your future because you're like, I don't know the bosses, I don't know their plan, I don't know what's going to happen. So if you're a team like San Antonio that's struggling, and then an ownership change happens, executive change happens, it's not crazy to think that the players on the roster might be like, they might blow this thing up and just bring in a bunch of different guys. So because of that, this almost feels potentially like an audition for some of these guys. Like, hey, if I don't play well, they'll find somebody else. I feel like that's an easy storyline, but guess what? It's pro sports, right? Like that's Derek Brown used to tell us this all the time, right? Tuesday,
every
they fly in a replacement.
Right. Yeah, I would imagine their coach, Coach Shaw, he's legit. Like he's a good coach. He's a good leader. I've never actually had a chance to sit with him, but everybody I've ever talked to about him says the same things about him. He knows his stuff. Like he's the guy who will get this where it needs to be. Will it be this year? You just don't know. So to have a coach that everybody else feels that way about makes me think that he'll be able to keep these players headed in the game moving forward. That's one of the greatest things that our coaching staff does. Coach Manas, Coach Ware, Richardson and McKinney, is with these travel things and with just random nonsense that seems to keep happening around here, which I'm starting to think it might be me. They keep the guys focused. They keep the guys, moving forward. And we've got a lot of solid vets on our team too, which, you don't need to teach a Darius Prince how to stay in the game. You don't need, you almost have to get a Nick Hague to calm down before a game. The story of last week, the Georgia trip, Columbus, Georgia, where Hague's in the airport at between 3 and 4 a.m. screaming it's game day, getting everybody fired up. Like those. So we're very blessed in that aspect. You can't take San Antonio lightly. You just can't. This is a game that if you're on the field, to take my Empire hat off for a second, the Empire should win this game, and they should win this game. This game should be over early in the third quarter at the latest. Now, every time you say something like that, it doesn't go that way. I'm sure that everybody in Carolina yesterday thought that Columbus game would be over in the third quarter, and it was not the way they wanted it to be, though. So it's it'll be very, very good game to watch. Everything goes as planned. You're going to get to see the Empire show out a little bit, but I got a feeling this is going to be a lot closer than a lot of people feel like it's going to be, just because San Antonio's got a lot of fight in them.
We are looking forward to watching the game with the Empire fans today at Hooters on Wolf Road. It's going to be an awesome time. Like you mentioned, we got some awesome specials today for the Empire fans who are coming in to watch the game. We got the TVs set up. We got places to sit. It's going to be a great time here on a Saturday in the summer to enjoy some.
I'm a little bummed out. A little bummed.
Why? Because Carolina lost? You wanted like another battle?
No. I'm thrilled about that. That's
surprising.
It was very surprising. No, I'm a little bummed out. I didn't know it was going to be Selena night in San Antonio. Cosplay and
Hey, what?
Welcome.
What are you talking
They're
about?
honoring the late singer, Selena, and they're doing like cosplay tonight. They have a Selena. I don't know if you want to say impersonator, an homage, who's doing the anthem.
To Selena night tonight at San Antonio.
Yeah. Well, Selena afternoon. Yeah, everything's good.
Okay.
a lot of sneaking up behind you, so she didn't have to get on camera.
I know Selena was
very popular.
Very popular on Netflix. When I was in high school, so this is like the late 2000s, anytime a Spanish teacher would be out, they just toss the movie on with Jennifer Lopez. Like, all right.
See, our movie was always Glory.
Out, yeah.
Like
Glory,
at Colony, it was always like somehow they always found a way to put Glory on. Jim Miller, classic trap game for Albany.
Oh, will you stop it? Stop it.
He's thirsty for that Jacksonville team.
Stop it.
That show that he does, I'm not even gonna say the name right now.
He would have got a promotion if he had a nicer comment. Now he's not getting one.
Have you the amount of time they spend with their lips firmly affixed to Jacksonville and Carolina's butts this year on that show? It's just it's impressive. There's got to be a lot of chapstick being used to keep those things moist.
Is it something we did? No, I didn't have those guys back on the second or third pregame show because we've been mixed up the guests this year to get new voices. Did we do that? Is that on me? That because I didn't have those guys on, they've now taken it personally?
No, they just. Okay. I think they really really like. I mean, Jim is. I respect the homerism from Jim as a Jacksonville fan because that was what people used to crush me for being a Yankee homer when we were on the radio. Which, live with it. I tried to listen to our old show the other day. They were talking about Boston and the Mets. I didn't hear a single Yankee reference. I bet you miss me now, huh? But, yeah, I respect that. But, no, the Carolina love's a little extreme right now. I don't know what they're going to do. What they're going to do this week after Carolina loses to Columbus. They're going to be like, I don't know. They may just start the show with a funeral march,
Stop the count situation. In their books, they actually won, Carolina.
Columbus is scary, man. Columbus is really, really good at making you play their game. You look at what they did against us. They kept that game tight. They hurt Mark. They doubled, triple team Darius to the point where, Wade had to be a bigger piece and all those other things. Like Columbus, watch Columbus. Columbus is the team that's been in the NAL championship, 3 times and hasn't won it yet? Watch this be the year where they don't have the team they were supposed to have and they're in the championship again and somehow get it done.
Look, for the ownership to the roster to that battle spot, we know this. Like we've covered this league, we've covered indoor football before. It's about getting in the dance. You saw the same comment I just did. Yes. I wanted to start breaking out laughing, but you beat me to it. She is becoming. She's my favorite. I don't want to call her the queen. I feel like we got to call her like what Maleficent.
Call her whatever she wants. She's Charlotte Von Schiller. Should I wear my villain outfit or just my regular clothes? Now that there's an option, Charlotte. I want to see what villain clothes look like. I want to see she's gonna come in wearing a Dalmatian. She's gonna come in wearing a Dalmatian suit.
Can we reset that story for somebody who might have missed it on Tuesday? If there's just some Empire fans who missed our show on Tuesday about the wonderful Charlotte who is
don't kiss her butt now.
I don't know what type of power she has
now. I do is that like a Disney castle as her profile pic too? That's freaking perfect. So. Last week's pregame show, the Goz show, featuring Jeff Levack and everyone else, which I was the only one you could hear on it, so it was good. Charlotte commented, and I just noticed. I was like, Charlotte Von Schiller is the greatest villain name you could have. I pictured it I picture oh no, here comes Charlotte Von Schiller. What are you doing? Stop it! You stop, and you will like it. That's what I pictured. And then kick a puppy, whatever.
Hide the Dalmatians.
Yes. Curse Sleeping Beauty. The whole just get in there and get it done. And then at the autograph session, and you're up in the rafters of MVP Arena doing the color commentary, so you don't usually get down for the. I think you make it to some of them, but not all of them. You gotta get home to Rex before he punches you in the face. She walks up to me, and I know this woman because a week or the home game previously, she made a point to let me know she appreciated the way I explained the travel issues we had the week before with Jacksonville and all that other stuff, or the day before. I'm sorry. And I was like, wow, it's really nice of you. I appreciate that. Thank you for taking the time to tell me that. So wouldn't you know, that's the person I was making fun of. That's the person that we were going in on. Is this lovely woman. Her son is dying. Her husband's dying. They're laughing so hard. I'm like, well, you guys know she's a villain. And they're like, oh, yeah. They're laughing. She's one of the nicest people. She's been real. And now she has to wear villain clothes here today. Just a cape, Charlotte.
Please. Just a black cape and maybe a big hat.
Yeah, maybe some long fingernails or something. Get a good cackle. Something, that's all I'm asking. I don't think that's too much.
Hopefully you see Charlotte. Hopefully she's enjoying these summer weekends. I want to make sure because we got a lot more to get into today's show. I'm using my hand now because I can see ourselves here.
Yeah, you're distracted.
You see that logo up there? That is Lily and David Fine Jewelers, located in the shops of Wilton off of Route 50. Wedding season is here, prom, graduation, and more. While whiffing, I tried doing that without help, and while watching the replay,
I'm trying to slap Goz.
I wonder if athletes feel like this when they watch replays of themselves. Lily and David Fine Jewelers, family-owned and operated business. So if you're looking for the engagement ring, the wedding band, if you're celebrating your anniversary, my anniversary is coming up in 2 weeks. I said that out loud so I won't forget. You can go make sure you take care of the wife. Get something awesome for her style, her fashion. Whether it's earrings, she might be watching right now with my cousins. She might be actually.
There's only 12 people watching it, and we're on 2 TVs, so there's 10 people watching.
She might be, or the audio version. I will not tell you.
We know Charlotte's watching. Charlotte's like, tell me, and I will tell her.
Lily and David Fine Jewelers. I know from experience. There's the wonderful wedding band, the engagement ring, and more, and gifts for the future this summer. Make sure to stop in. Route 50, the shops of Wilton. Say hello to Alyssa. Say hello to David. They are not Disney villains. I promise you, they are the good people. They will take care of you. They're the best.
They're like the fairies or the dwarves, so the ones that always help out the hero in a Disney movie.
That's right.
The special ring, the watch you still haven't got me. They even made you a fanny pack one time.
Geppetto-like, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
They're making the dreams come true.
God.
Oh, that's very good. You guys can use that at Lily and David.
Did you see that? They're making a live action Pinocchio.
It got kind of weird, didn't it?
Why are we making live action everything?
And does Tom Hanks need the money?
It's terrible.
He's good, man. I thought he was good.
I just hope at some point Pinocchio just puts his finger in his face and goes, I'm the captain now. I'm the captain now.
Lily and David Fine Jewelers. Route 50, shops of Wilton. Tell them Goz sent you.
Unless sources confirm Goz has nothing at the moment. So you haven't got her a present yet.
No, I've not.
Yeah. Alyssa, can you help, please? Lily and David Fine Jewelers, please help Goz.
I'll talk to Alyssa because also my anniversary is the birth of my child. So the same day. So I obviously will remember my anniversary forever. I think if I can combine the gift for the second party into her anniversary gift, I think that's fine. I don't know if Alyssa would agree with that.
Cindy Martin. Yay, I finally caught you two. But Cindy has now added her entire title to her Facebook page.
What is this?
Cynthia Martin, licensed real estate salesperson. She's amazing at it, but the full title? Do we need that? Lana, come on, we're getting the camera.
Nobody's at Animal House.
Lana's now fixing her hair. All right, I'm in. What do we got? Hi, everybody.
There she is. Hey.
She's so pretty. What's that? Yeah.
Are people watching this? Yes.
A lot. A lot of
millions,
people are watching it.
Millions
yeah. And millions.
I like that Cindy Martin has her entire thing on there. I think that's the ultimate way to advertise
your
market.
Your title. Thomas Kozlowski
the third. Contributor, host. Yeah. No, I'm okay for now. No, we're okay.
I'm going to eat with our people when we watch the games here at Hooters. Are you going to be the waitress / server? I'm sorry, hostess.
Do people ask for you when they arrive?
You're leaving already? She has things to do. All right, so be here for us, not Alana. Whatever.
I didn't ask the math, by the way, on this. Is that a Tom Hanks question? We didn't.
Yeah, Jim, is Tom Hanks going to be in every Disney live-action movie remakes? He's in everything, it seems like. Yeah, I don't know. He's not in some of them, right? I don't know. But him as Geppetto is just weird to me.
I feel like some people should take the attitude of Jennifer Lawrence, Gwyneth Paltrow. Remember Craig Kilborn? I feel like you do enough. I'm calling it a career. I've done enough here. That's all I need to do. There's my guy, Tom Gross. There he is, man. What's going on, buddy? How are you? Good to see you.
Well, we didn't get to the question yet.
We'll get there. We will get to your
Grab
questions.
A seat. Hang out with us.
Questions.
Tom Gross now heckling. Uh-oh.
He wants.
Uh-oh.
You know what?
She looks beautiful. You didn't wear belling clothes at all.
For our audio
She's filling up her own way.
Empire fans are starting to file in.
Stefan Schiller's are here. Oh, they like wings.
Do you want to get to Tom's?
The wings of puppies.
Do you want to get to Tom's question because it was about something we talked about earlier?
Yeah. Do you want to?
You got it.
So Tom doesn't. So Tom stops yelling at us.
Yeah. So does a heckle us for the rest
Tom's
of the show.
the nicest guy in the world, but then it gets to us and he's just like, rawr. What did you think of the butt whooping Columbus gave Carolina last night? It made my night. It was great. The hard part about the Empire is we're everyone's rival because we won last year. The only team that isn't a rival yet is San Antonio, and that probably happens today, right? So I don't. How do you put it? In a sports sense, I hate Columbus. I mean, just they're good. They're well coached. They're always in the running to get the same players we're trying to get. It's a tough trip to get there. They bring it each and every game. I hate Columbus. But this year, I really hate Carolina. And this is a compliment because it's sports hate. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's not. This isn't like oh, this person's a jerk or whatever. It was so. It was one of those games where, like, as a Raiders fan, like when the Chiefs play the Chargers, I don't really. It's like I want them both to lose somehow if they could both lose. But whoever's higher up in the standings, I want them to lose more. So Carolina losing to Columbus was great. We just answered Tom's question. He didn't even listen. You're not the other Tom. Not you. Not you.
I'll add to this, though. We were watching a little bit of that first quarter. I'm going to go back and rewatch the game on YouTube. Special teams was playing a factor in that Columbus game. I saw some big returns there on special teams. And the quick math here on this, that now 2 losses for Carolina, 2 losses for Albany. Albany both losses against Carolina. Yes. But when the third game comes around
next week,
it's very possible that game, although we thought it was going to be that thing last week that it could decide the top seed in the playoffs, now it's even easier to figure this out. Like, okay, you beat Carolina. You know, one of the great cliches in sports, it's hard to beat a team 3 times. Some would say it's not. It is. Well, when talent's that close, like if you're significantly better than another team, obviously it's easy to beat them 3 times. These teams have come down to calls and reviews and turnovers has been the storyline of those first 2 Carolina matchups. So Empire fans, there you go, an opportunity, if, of course, you get by San Antonio today, to take the top spot in the playoffs in late June against Carolina, the next matchup.
That's the key, right? Because we keep talking about, Jared's here. We keep talking about the Carolina game. San Antonio, 3 o'clock today, live at Hooters. We're hanging out. We're watching it. It's pretty bad. We made a joke about one person being a villain, but then Tom Gross comes in. He's the villain. He starts yelling and screaming at people.
The heel.
He's the heel. He went full heel move, heel turn for Tommy Gross.
While you take that sip of Levack, I'm going to bring up this question from Ryan, who wrote in, I hope this game, San Antonio and Albany, is better than the fourth quarter of last night's Cobras-Lions games. I've had surgeries more fun than watching that tire fire, usually dumpster fire. You like that one, didn't you?
What was the surgery, Ryan? Go ahead, tell us. Tell everyone what your surgery was. We want to know what's more fun than that game. I've had surgery before. None of them more fun than that game. None of them. And I got the good drugs. That game was a lot of fun for me. A lot of fun.
Even the fourth quarter?
All of it. Did Carolina lose?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Did I need Carolina to lose? Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that game a lot. I mean, I've had surgeries. They're not fun. They're not a good time. They're neither fun nor funny. I bet you Ryan, it was like hold on, there's a kid over here. I bet it was like a penis enlargement or something.
No, don't.
He looks like a prime candidate for penis enlargement.
That's terrible.
You know what I'm saying?
That's terrible.
You're not telling me I'm wrong.
He has a nice.
He has a nice penis. Is that what you said?
Say that.
Is that what you said, guys? I know he works for Godzilla Media. Did everybody else but me have to be checked? Is that a thing?
Oh, Matthew tried to do your joke before you did. Look at that.
Yeah, Matthew and I are the same. Yeah, let's go, Matt.
Either that or you agreed. I'm not quite sure.
Maybe it was reduction. Actually, remember, McCarthy is.
That's right. Long.
Yeah. Ryan, middle name, the Hog, McCarthy.
Is there any other NAL storyline I missed? I feel like we've covered it together. I feel like we've covered everything in the league. The only 2 teams we didn't mention were Jacksonville and Orlando. And although Jim's probably not happy about that, I feel like those 2 teams have been just going back and forth all season. It's harder in comparison to the other 6 teams in the league to get any vibe on where Orlando and Jacksonville is right now. At least from my end, I don't know if you've got a better vibe on those 2 teams.
I think today tells you a lot.
Yeah,
I think you learn a lot today. Orlando's starting to get it together. Jacksonville, the quarterback situation has been that's vastly improved. Now you've got Nelson Faithful's active now. I don't know when he plays or if he doesn't. But like what's that? That was fun. I enjoyed it. Tommy's heckling me. I love it. It's like Tommy Gross has become Statler and Woodruff from the old Muppet Show. Do I have a string? Oh, thank you.
That was cute.
Thanks, Dad.
That'll get aggregated later, and people will play it back to us on social. Great.
Thanks, Dad. No, I think you're going to find out tonight what Orlando is, because I think Orlando's looks a lot better. Cato's looking better each and every time. But with the quarterback situation in Jacksonville, there, who knows how far they can go now. I do have a sibling rivalry with Orlando, because I'm very good friends with the ownership. The GM is a friend of mine down there. And did I tell you? I didn't get a chance to tell you what happened between he and I during the last Empire game.
No.
Did I? So early in the intros, I guess they played "Welcome to the Jungle." I don't pick the music the team plays. I have to delegate some things. That's CP. Her and Chad pick the music. So he texts me. He goes, "Why are you playing Welcome to Jungle? You know that's our song. What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, he's so hung up on this Welcome to Jungle song. So I text back, "Beat us once and you can claim something." At this point, I'm standing next to Commissioner Siegfried. I show it to him. He goes, "That's savage," and he walks away. And we'll just call the GM Casey Todd because that's his name. He writes back, "Yeah, I know you guys don't have heritage, this, that, and the other thing." And I wrote back, "Our heritage is winning. That's what we do.
What the hell
All
is
we
he
do is
talking
win."
about? No heritage.
He's an Ohio State guy. He's got problems. He's got very, very problems.
I really
Cato questionable tonight. Jim's letting us know that. Thanks for the heads up.
Thank you on that, because I really like Rakeem Cato. I don't know how many people remember his story. He played at Marshall. He's in the league now. He's a Liberty City quarterback, and I don't know how many people know what that means. Liberty City in Florida. Remember the old Grand Theft Auto game?
Yeah.
That's what it's based off of. We're talking about athletes like Teddy Bridgewater, Chad Johnson, Udonis Haslam. Liberty City is one of the Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown's got some Liberty City connections. It is one of the wildest places, unless the video games convinced me, for people to come out of and be successful and all that. He's a Liberty City guy.
You listen to the people in there. A lot of them, I'm not going to speak on Cato, but a lot of those guys have some question in their background. It's almost like a last chance you situation.
Yes.
So, it's probably pretty wild. It's just because, I love the places that give a guy a chance to get his stuff going. You make a mistake or two, that doesn't mean you should be shut down for the rest of your career. So I like those kind of places. But yeah, you put that cast of characters you just listed, I'd watch that show. You put some cameras around there, that's a reality show I'd tune in for. I'd be in for that one. I'd also watch one here. Hooters, home of the Albany Empire Watch Party today. We're here now doing the show. Tommy Gross is here. Charlotte Von Schiller's here.
Thanks to Techie's Fire and
She's a star now.
Thanks to Techie's Fire and Water Restoration.
Yes. Thanks to them. I will tell you another story about them if you'd like.
Yes.
Get a call last night. Got to repay our friends at Yankee Trails. Water damage over in the office. They're like, "Jeff, what do we do?" I'm like, "Stand pat. I'm sending my GM Jeremy over there right now to take care of everything." Boom.
Done.
Water damage. Got everything figured out. Going to work with the insurance company, get it taken care of. So just like they get us where we're going, we're making sure their water damage is gone. That's what we do.
Love
Techie's
it.
Fire and Water Restoration. Your best way back to normal.
TFirewater.com.
That's true. That's a true story.
And let's give some love. I was driving out to Verona last night. Some people might be on the road this upcoming summer. If you're on the road, you want a new vehicle, your place is Mohawk Honda. Levack and I, we know from firsthand experience how much we love the crew at Mohawk Honda. The team can help you find a vehicle you're looking for. I'm telling you, they're going to shop the entire Eastern Seaboard just for you. The opportunity right now, guys, I'm telling you, with 2023 is on the way, now's the opportunity. If you're ever going to do it, to sell back your car, to trade it in, because Mohawk Honda buys cars. And in some cases, this is crazy because of the market right now. You can sell back your car and you can get more money for your car from Mohawk Honda than you originally paid for it. It's insane to think about that. The supply chain is continuing to face those challenges. Selling opportunity for you, Mohawk Honda. Wherever you're listening across upstate New York, we're telling you Mohawk Honda this summer is the place to trade in your vehicle. The team at Mohawk Honda is always going to help you through that buying and selling experience. Shout out to Brian McKenna, Greg Johnson, Lindsey Harridan, all those people, Travis Landry, man, the VIP man, Morales, everybody over there at Mohawk Honda wants to help you get it done. Greg Johnson, I don't know where he's going to be next. Wayne Gretzky, the Masters, maybe he's at the NBA Finals tonight, maybe he's at the Stanley Cup. He's seen it all this year. Mohawk Honda, Glenville, New York, stop in this summer, trade in your vehicle, get a new ride, and they always go out of their way to please you.
You see we have a social media influencer here today? Jara?
Jara's
working today.
She is. Yeah, she's over there.
She's like a legit model now.
I see it, man. She's blowing up on Instagram. I'm proud of her. That's awesome. She's killing it.
She does it for the gram, my friend. For the gram. All right.
Always do it for the gram.
Levack and Goz live.
Phone eats first.
Phone eats first. So here's the deal. We're here. We're going to do the watch party here. We've got the YouTubes on a couple of the TVs over here in the banquet room. We've got some great people already hanging out with us, and Tom Gross. And we're going to have a lot of fun. And if you ask for Wings Day prices, they'll give them to you. We got ice cold beer, hot wings, and just going to have a blast. Going to have an absolute blast. So please come on by and hang out with us. We'd love to be in a situation where I look around and go, we're going to have to take over more of the restaurant. We're going to have to do that. We're going to expand. Just like some of these bras, we're going to have to expand. All right. So
Do you want to talk about? I got two stories. I didn't know which one to go
Live
with.
golf, baby.
There we go. You want to go with this for the lead? Have you been following what's happening involving? This is the biggest story of the summer.
I tried to watch it on YouTube yesterday, but like it was almost like I hit like a paywall or something. Like I was watching it for a little while, and all of a sudden it blocked the screen on me, and said I had to go through like the comments. But I was watching on the TV, so I couldn't go through the comments.
I don't know what was going on with that. You are not the first person that told me that exact statement of like, how do I pull this up on my phone? Is it on YouTube? Is it on stream? Where am I finding this? Why does the ticker look like I'm watching a horse race? Why is the ticker?
The teams thing was weird to me. Right. I didn't know they were doing teams. I kind of like it. And then you couldn't get like Brooks Koepka, so you got the other Koepka, Chase Koepka. Like I kept waiting for everybody to be like just a little off. Like, this is here comes Bill Mickelson, not Phil. We couldn't get Phil.
Mustache twirling in the area. That's right.
Because they don't want to get suspended.
So you mentioned the suspension, right? For those who haven't been following this, they're all done. Like the PGA put out a letter a few days ago that said if you are playing in this Live Golf tournament, this Live Golf tour, you're out. Like you can't play in next week's U.S. Open. We're kicking you off the tour. Some guys said, "All right, I'm out of here. I'm not going to play. I'm not going to play the tour anyways. So I'm just going to leave."
No, everybody, it's Radar and senior officer Radar.
All right, so let me use a hyperbole for you, and I believe you could offer some perspective on this from your days following some of these athletes before. Is this the biggest threat to a professional league? And I'm talking like the four major sports plus, golf. I guess I'll add in there, even though it's an individual sport. I take indoor football as something completely different. Like that's different. Like the Savannah Bananas of the baseball, that's a completely different thing. I'm talking like a real threat. The USFL's got to be somewhere when they signed like Jim Kelly and Reggie White, I should say. Is this like really going to affect the future of golf? Because it feels like to me, maybe I'm just like a slave to the moment here of, I feel like this is the biggest threat of another actual professional sports league coming in and saying, we're taking you guys out and you're not the future, we're the future.
I don't think so, simply because the PGA is so rooted and everyone is turning this into a morality conversation, not a competition conversation. So, like, I got to be honest with you, the kind of money they're talking about, if I got that offer, I'm probably not looking to see who it's coming from.
Thank you.
It cracks me up because I see the people go like, that's ridiculous. I would never do that. It's like, okay, well, what if that same company offered you 5 times your salary to do your job? How deep do you look into it? Like I'm blessed right now. I know exactly who I work for. I know exactly what he's all about, all those things. But like we've worked for corporations before. We have no idea what these people were doing. Like we actually had a boss at one point, actually before you even got there, who was so embedded in the GOP that like people were calling me going like, how can you work for whatever? I'm like, well, honestly, like I don't have a political affiliation because I like picking out the things that matter to me, not whether it's a donkey or an elephant. But like people were freaking out about that. I'm like, I didn't know. Check clears every Thursday. Like I'm good. Like I don't care.
Like the morality police that are out there about criticizing the Live Golf thing and the politics of what's happening. I feel like this, that some of them are like actual hired guns from the PGA to be like, we need a hit piece on these guys. This used to happen all the time in the Olympics. And I don't know if it was like American media just looking for a storyline that would get clicks, because how many times have we done a storyline about like, here's what's bad about China. Right. Here's like the Zika virus in Brazil. Here's
here's what's bad about China. But the NBA is okay.
Right. It's like
the NBA is okay.
Every year we get a different storyline. Qatar with the World Cup. Like, this country sucks and here's why it sucks.
Right.
And then all of a sudden they're like, all these golfers are leaving. Get one of those this country sucks pieces out there. Hurry, quick. And I wonder if like American sports fans just assume like every other country sucks in sports except us, like as if any other country is not writing the similar piece about us. I bring that up because that's exactly right. The golfer said, hey, this organization is offering me X amount of dollars. This one's offering me X amount of dollars.
Right.
I'm as the phrase is being used a lot more, an independent contractor. I can go take my skill set wherever I want to take it. And I will take the money, please. I will go play in Saudi Arabia. I'll take the prince's money.
Right.
And if you're telling me, here's what you should say. They're paying me enough money, I don't have to talk about politics. Don't tell me like my platform is forced to talk about politics if I don't have to.
And people want to make it politics, but they hate the fact that if you really look at it, Phil Mickelson told you exactly what he was doing in the beginning. I know they're terrible freaking people, but this is how I'm going to use leverage to get the PGA to treat us better. Like, oh no, don't do that. Like, it's not about like, it's. You can't tell me that the PGA isn't behind a lot of this story too.
Yes.
Like, it's just like, let's flood it out. Like, because we can't compete with them financially because we don't want to. We could, we just don't want to. But we'll just make it about this.
So back to the professional sports league threat.
I don't think so. I think PGA's gonna be fine.
I think the PGA will continue to have golfers and find American golfers or whatever golfers across the world, and you'll still have the Masters and the U.S. Open and everything else, and other guys will get paid to go do something else. But it is a threat. Like, if you are a fan of Brooks Koepka or Bryson DeChambeau, the rumor out there is that Tiger got offered $100 million to go play there. If you're fans of those guys, you're going to go follow those guys and do it. But at least in my lifetime, like even like the XFL, I don't know if they wanted to take out the NFL. I think they just wanted a piece of the pie. Some of these other leagues that have popped up, like even basketball leagues, like the G League, they're just like, no, we just want the young kids. The NCAA is its own entity. Like, they go to college towns, and that's not really a threat. These guys want to take them out. Like, their goal is to say, the PGA Tour is nonsense. They're not offering you guys enough money. We've got the money. We can do it. We're going to take you guys out. And they've got a long road to go, like you mentioned, to just say, all right, the PGA Tour is dead. Like, that's going to take years to go. And
that also revolves around the PGA Tour not making changes.
There you go.
Which you got to assume they will. I do enjoy my favorite part about the people who are saying this is blood money. You shouldn't take that money. How'd you get where you are today? Oh, you drove? Oh, where do you think the crude oil came from, jackass? Don't drive then. Don't give them that money. Don't do it.
The only other thing that's like this is even closer is because it's like golf is still entertainment, sports is still the entertainment lane. The closest like professional wrestling or like a streaming service. Like, that's the better comparison of, hey, we're a streaming service. We think we can outdo our content from a paid cable subscription, or we're WCW or AEW. We're going to take out the WWF/E. That's what it feels more like than XFL, USFL. I keep saying the Savannah Bananas, but I just love those guys.
I really hate us
awesome.
being on these screens.
You don't like this anymore.
I hate it. I don't like it because I keep looking at the stupid things I'm doing.
I keep staring at myself, and man, I look good.
Like when Jara walked by, I clearly looked at her butt. And like it was on camera. I feel bad about it. I clearly looked. I'm gonna have to apologize to her when she comes back through. Here she comes.
Do you want to change the TV while I talk about our friend Jared Lozier? I can do that if you want.
No, that's fine. Just talk about Jared.
Jared Lozier, by the way, if you're looking to save cash here in 2022, Jared Lozier is the guy to talk about. Northeastern Insurance is the place for you. Trust me. Whether you're looking to pay for higher gas prices, nobody wants to do that. Maybe you've got other situations that your bills are going up a little bit higher. Is it grocery, something like that? Where can you save that money? It's finding out about those insurance policies that you lock in at the start of the year and realize maybe there's a less expensive way to do it. Jared will shop the market for you, not Jared. 518-956.
I'd call it faster if it was Jared. I'm going to be honest with you.
3753. 518-956-3753.
She's been working out, by the way.
Do it this way. JAREDL at NEmail.com.
This is when Goz tries to do a commercial and not let me screw him up, but I'm going to screw him up.
JAREDL at NEmail.com.
Are you sure?
He's the guy. Yes, I'm positive. He's the guy who can help you save cash upcoming this year. Jared Lozier, will he make an appearance today?
I don't know.
Usually
if he does, I'll check his butt out. I'm just because I'm an equal opportunity butt checker outer. Don't stand up, Radar. Actually, wait, you work for me. I can't check yours out.
Jared has said for live shows, he's 6'4".
What are you working with over there,
6'5".
Gross? What you got? What you
sitting on? Grab him physically and say, I want money. He will give you a
Don't
free
ever
quote.
say any of the things I say.
Jared Lozier, Northeastern Insurance, may or may not make an appearance today. Get physical with him. He'll give you money. That's his
Gosh, you have no butt. Like, how do you stay in a seat?
I want you to...
You want me to grab it?
No. I hope my wife hears that quote because I was known back in the Salve days for the best button Salve.
What?
That's a true thing. You can text my wife right now about it. Here's why.
Hold on. Like,
yes, this is a true thing.
Like what were the contingencies? Like how did we determine yours is the best button Salve?
So why I have such a great keister is this because I'm 6'2", but I have 28-inch legs.
Right.
So like people would like
you're built like Johnny Bravo, just not muscular.
They were just so taken back by what's happening with the leg situation on that kid. So the butt itself, there were so many eyes on that lower portion of my body. They're like, that's it right there. The best button Salve, Goz's. If you don't believe that,
I just imagine no one has butts in Salve then. Like I just imagine they're all like concave.
What is this thing? What is that over there?
How does he stay in a seat so naturally?
That little
no one else
Polish
does.
kid. It just doesn't make sense. It's more of a science project.
Salve, New York, known for two things: Goz's butt and eating cats. That's what they're known for, and that is not a euphemism. That is legit.
I hope Exit 39 adds that. You know how they have, like state championship banners, like home of eating cats and Goz's butt.
That's Ron, our guy Ron. What's up? Nothing. I'm just sitting here in Costa waiting for Levack. I'm not coming to Costa because I'll never get out of there alive. Like Ron lives a lifestyle that no one should be able to live. I do.
What time is it in Costa Rica? Is it on Eastern time?
I think it's Margarita o'clock. Real quick, Empire question from Charlotte because she's right over here. Can we talk about how great Sam is playing? Sammy Supernova. Everyone raves about Bane, but look at the stats of that last game. Sam made Bane look like he was a junior pro team QB. And the stats are so padded because Bane gets to play extra games because of the schedule. They gave away their bye weeks, which we didn't want to do because as much as it'd be nice to make a little extra coin and, pad the stats, we wanted to make sure our guys were rested because the best stat would be 2-0 in championships since we got to the NAL. So we didn't give away. Plus, it was harder to get people to come play us for some reason. Sammy might have been one of those reasons. I love Sammy Supernova's the dude. Like he's just playing. He's playing his best football. Ron said that he's 2 hours behind us.
Okay.
Which is actually the same thing when he's here.
Okay.
But he's still 2 hours behind us.
His mind is there, too. Back to the question about Sam and Bane, right?
An FU comment coming up real soon. I can see it.
Sam did play better than Bane in the most recent game. Here's the thing about Bane, though. He is really good. Sam's very, very good as well. There were some throws that we mentioned this twice on the broadcast where there was great coverage.
Yeah.
Like Veal's on there, Recruiter's on there, and you're just like, you got to shrug your shoulders and be like, that's a hell of a throw. Like you could not have put it better than anywhere else. The difference, like going back on that game, and Charlotte's totally right about this. Like Sam played better than Bane in that game.
Don't kiss up to her because she's over there.
But I was going to drop a butt on her. But what's going to happen is
it your butt? I heard that's great.
But unfortunately, it's like
don't say any of these things. They're bad.
The turnover in the safety is going to look back and say like, oh, that happened because of Sam. Like that should not; those two plays should not overshadow his performance.
The one safety, the last one, the one that cost the game. Like that's obviously one of those ones where you're like, you wish you could have it back if you're Sam. Like, but he's the thing that Castronova has that I don't think anybody else in this league has right now is the balance of run and pass. Like there's guys who can run, like Arvell Nelson can run like the wind, Cato can run like the wind, but Sam's ability to extend the play and continue to look down the field and try to make the pass before he makes the run, that's something that doesn't like we saw Buffalo beat that in to Josh Allen. Like it wasn't like he just had that. Like he want to run when you're that athletic. He has that mindset of I'm going to continue to try to make the play down the field, but if I need to take off, I will, which is pretty impressive. Ron just said radar. So yeah, what time the game starts? The game starts at 3 today, Lisa, and we're over here at Hooters on Wolf Road. Hooters make you happy. NBA Finals.
Yeah,
I'm screwed. I feel like Steph Curry woke up.
Yeah, that's not good for you. I was going to say that Steph Curry showed up. I've seen the memes now of him being photoshopped his head onto like the Monstars from Space Jam. Like they just found something they forgot about. Golden State's tied it up 2-2. I continue to go back to these storylines because they're not going away. The new storylines. I'm going to give Barstool Sports credit on this tweet because it really sums it up well. Barstool tweeted out, we've gone from Draymond is into the Celtics head to please be nice to Draymond and don't chant mean things about him within 72 hours.
Right. Well, it's
because the Boston fans are getting the hate because they said they're being too mean to the Warriors, and Klay Thompson is behind that complaint as well.
It's a terrible world. Terrible world we live in. You're not even allowed to heckle people anymore. You can't even heckle people.
Like, what is this? Like, I don't need every storyline to be about Jason Tatum's social media posts, players being mean to each other. The new one, Ariel Helwani tweeted out, can we stop with Draymond doing a podcast that's distracted him from the game when Michael Jordan was out golfing and gambling and Dennis Rodman's on Monday Nitro, but we're going to say a 30-minute podcast is the reason why Draymond Green's getting distracted in the finals.
And Goz was out winning best butt contest in Salve instead of doing prep for a show. So, I mean, who knows?
I fought through it. I made it. All right. Yeah. I had hobbies out there. Yeah. There's
a lot of questions about who else was up for best butt. Yeah. There's they don't know if there was. Yeah. And he also, Jim Miller, how this show has turned from Ryan's dog to Goz's butt. Yeah. It's interesting. Interesting.
So, yeah, you feel the same way I do about the Warriors.
I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, they
I'm a little
completely
nervous.
changed the series. Yeah, I agree with that on
A
that.
little scared.
And everyone keeps
scared.
look. The take was that the Warriors and the Celtics, Boston was more aggressive. They are, and that's all true. But if you have Steph Curry playing the way he did last night, he's the greatest shooter ever. You know, we'll do the alien comparison here again. If someone rolled out a basketball and said aliens have invaded Earth, and there's only one person anywhere on this basketball court that you trust to save Earth, can make this shot, who would you pick? I'd pick Steph Curry. Not saying he's the best basketball player ever, but like he's the greatest shooter ever, and he's showing why he's the greatest shooter ever in the history of basketball with performances like last night.
I'm ready for it all to be over. I'd pick you. I'd let you shoot against them. Just have it be over. Just be done with it all.
Do you think I'd just like have Rick Barry just like shoot an underhand, like, all right, boys, let's check out. Here we go.
I'll never forget. We did the show live from the Colony thing. The chili, was it chili cook-off?
Yes. Yeah.
And before everything was set up. Yep. Yeah. You and with Joey Haas.
Yes.
Started talking crap and like how good you were and you're gonna shoot baskets. Like your very first shot, like clanged off the backboard in a line drive, and it didn't break a window, but mentally I remember it as it broke a window and killed a kitten. It was such a terrible shot. It was the worst shot I've ever seen. Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad.
They nicknamed me Stuff Curry after that, I believe.
Yeah, I believe that was Stuffing Curry.
Coach Carm, if you need somebody to go out there and help out the guys, you know.
Well, Brown tonight. Well, Brown might need you.
Yeah, he's got to pay me though, because that's a pro league now. So
they don't have money. Come on, nobody has money. All right, so we're live here at Hooters. Get on in here. Of course, not only are you going to be able to watch the Albany Empire with our great friends, our great fans. UFC 275 will be on tonight as well here. And I believe that this UFC 275, the billing is a bunch of names people from the U.S. can't say. The only thing that hits harder than these people are their names. Like there's like it's frightening. It's very difficult. I think you should just try to say them all.
No,
I think you should run.
We're gonna
through
do
them.
this. Okay.
I think we should do the entire.
Do we start from the do we want to go with the pay-per-view card? Oh my! Look at these names. Okay, I'm gonna do this. And
all right, I'm ready.
Do you have a buzzer? Do you just like I don't know.
Do I? What do I have? No, that's it. No, I don't. Yeah, I'll do that. I can do that every time you get it wrong. Okay.
UFC 275 again. If you're coming to the Albany Empire Watch Party, is right here. You're home for Hooters fights. UFC right here.
Yeah, it's your home for Hooters.
Hit the green button on that last read. Here we go. That'll be edited out on the audio.
It's an owl sanctuary.
That's right.
That's what he meant.
You're home
owls
for UFC.
It's all about
fights.
the owls. Owls. That's nothing to do with anything else. For owls.
Just imagine like a ring getting set up here in Hooters. Just people fighting, throwing dollar bills into the ring. UFC
I just think
fights.
Like the fact you called it your home for Hooters. Like, hey, if you're looking for boobs, they're on Wolf Road. They got a house, orange roof, the whole nine. It's great. It's my favorite restaurant.
Pay-per-view starts at 10 tonight. You'll find out who's fighting. All right, here's the first scheduled bout on the pay-per-view tonight. Oh, my God. This is the one we're opening with?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go with Jack Della Maddalena. Jack Della Maddalena. There's going to be a lot of Syracuse high-pitched accents on these A's. So it's going to be a Jack Della Maddalena versus Ramazan Emivi. Emivi.
No, I don't know. I just
you know what?
All right. You gotta get this. One of the guys in the next fight. You got
Jake Matthews.
There you go.
All right.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take it.
We're proud of you on that one. There you go.
Versus Andre Filoha.
I think it's Filoho.
Filoho. Did I just give myself an accent on that pronunciation? Filoho.
Ron's doing in Costa Rica right now.
All right, I got these two. I feel good about these two. And I'm going to put the Polish. I won Tommy Gross back over.
Right. Tommy Gross is back. He's not heckling me anymore.
I've been told I've been a part of the Polish media one time covering her fight back in 2017. And I'm going to add the Polish Y on the J here. Joanna Jędrzejczyk.
Jędrzejczyk.
Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Oh, that's a win. That is a win.
Joanna Jędrzejczyk.
She's been on our show multiple times. Right. I think 5 times she's been on the show.
How about the Super Bowl where the woman told me not to how to say the name? I said it the way the woman said it. I got yelled at by Jędrzejczyk because I said it wrong. And then I remembered that we had her on before, and she loved that I was the first person to say it right.
Yes.
I let her handler get me yelled at by a small woman who could kick my ass.
And she closed the interview talking Polish for us. She like hyped up the fight in Polish.
Did you understand any of it?
No, my friend Aggie. She gave her a nice shout out during it because her parents are from Poland. Great.
All
so
right.
Joanna Jędrzejczyk.
Jędrzejczyk
Versus. This one hurts because you and I interviewed Dana White, and Dana White told us to our faces that she was going to be the next star, male or female, in the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
Zhang Wei?
Sure. We'll close enough.
Zhang Wei?
I don't know. I can't correct you. So.
All
right, here we go.
All right.
Yeah,
the co-main events.
I'm going to go with the harder one first.
Okay.
Talia Santos.
All right. That's all right.
Versus one of my names. I know her final show's coming up for ABC on this upcoming Friday. So I got to go old school Howard Cosell. Valentina Shevchenko.
Yeah.
Valentina Shevchenko.
I think it's kind of a cop out to do that, but go ahead. All right.
Valentina Shevchenko. And our main event tonight, this one's the hardest one because, again, the accent's going to be tossed on this one. If you want to go like American accent, you go like Glover Teixeira.
Yeah.
But we've heard it pronounced Glover Teixeira.
That one's okay. It's his opponent who is not using our alphabet.
That's 3 accent marks. 3 of them
in the first name.
And
4 in the total name.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna try and do this one.
You're gonna do this one.
I'm gonna do this one. I believe it's Yuri Prochavka.
That's pretty good.
Yuri
Prochavka. That's really good.
I'm gonna have to stay here at Hooters and watch it and see how they say it because I don't know.
That's good.
I don't know. Yuri Prochavka. That's it.
Here's the thing with these fights for the UFC tonight. We are gonna see some bad people punching.
The captors are on their way. Oh yeah.
All these people we've either seen before, covered before, talked about their fights before.
Ron said we can come down there and broadcast. I don't think Goz would be allowed to. I don't think your wife would not let you go to Costa.
Talk. If it's for work, we can talk.
Your wife would not let you go to Costa Rica.
Ron, let's talk. You leave Levack a nice message, and we'll figure out a way this summer. Maybe in late August. Maybe in.
Do you have a passport?
I do have a passport.
I don't have one.
Ron, if the prices are right, I'll come down.
I don't have a passport for a few reasons. One of which being I know it's not a good idea for me to go to Costa Rica and hang out with Ron.
We talked about the Live Golf tournament. If Ron gives me the right price, I'll find myself in Costa Rica.
Ron's not going to pay for you to go there.
Well, that seems a little selfish then.
You're gonna get a free place to stay in Costa Rica.
I didn't know there was a lodging situation involved.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to make me find my own place in Costa Rica.
No, it's Ron. Ron pays for everything.
All right.
He's not going to pay you.
I would say all the fighters tonight in the UFC.
No, he even said he's gonna send tickets.
Stop it! I'll stop the show right now and call you if you were going to do Costa Rica. I would say this about the UFC fighter. I think you might have
said it's Protraka.
I don't believe him. I think he's wrong.
Don't believe you.
I don't believe you. All these people in this fight tonight in UFC 275, you're going to watch somebody get punched in the face tonight and think that's a knockout, and they're going to stand up and take it and eat it. Like, how are you not down? How are you not knocked out cold? All of these people on this main event card are going to take some blows tonight. The crowd's going to light up. You're going to be like, I cannot believe they're still standing. Entire
Tommy
card.
Gross, don't laugh because he said people are taking blows tonight. Don't do that. It's wrong. It's dirty.
Can you believe Teixeira's still fighting?
No.
I feel like you interviewed him like 6 years ago. You were on that interview. I was not on that interview.
No, it was longer than 6 years.
7 years ago?
Yeah, because you weren't my co-host.
No.
It was Wolf at that point. And Wolf was going to throw his underwear in the ring. He loved him. Like Wolf was like completely taken by Glover. Completely. He was just like, win for me. And like sent him a picture. It was a dirty picture too.
Do you want to guess how old he is?
46.
That's a pretty good guess. That's 42. 42. Careful. What?
That's 4 years.
I don't think
that's that good.
That's pretty good.
It's not that good.
46.
That guy's younger than me.
Here's
guys, come on.
Here's why I gave you 46 was a good guess, because I would like to see how many fighters have fought into their 40s in the UFC. I bet the list is very small.
Randy Couture.
A
lot of people were broke.
Teixeira.
There's more. There's a lot. There's actually a lot.
I don't know.
Maybe not main eventing though.
Pitbull.
Belt
Arlovsky's got to be in his 40s, right?
Pitbull.
Not
305.
Not Mr. 305.
Fireball.
I'm ready to say Arlovsky was in his 40s.
Oh, we're gonna get sued.
Yeah, careful with that. I got 3 more seconds.
I did less than 30 seconds. So
Arlovsky's 43, so he's one of them. That might be it. I would say Arlovsky, Teixeira, and Couture.
There's more. There's more. I don't know about main event, but there's definitely been on undercards before. Definitely. It's probably a long list, believe it or not.
If you're watching right now, you can give me another 2 or 3. Here's what I'll do.
By the way, Jim is playing Levack and Goz naughty comment bingo. He's got Ryan Don, Goz butt, and taking a blow all in one show. And he said Goz needs to be cut off.
Me? How am I getting cut off? You didn't even. What? This is like Matthew from earlier. Just confusing my. He's saying this. You're listening to the podcast.
I'm a minister. I'm a man of the Lord. How dare you?
Matthew earlier is like, why isn't Goz doing play-by-play?
I have married my own cousin. How dare you?
I blame you, Jim, for this. You've led to this downfall. This wonderful lead
it
up to
always
the watch
starts
party.
with Ryan's dong. It really, really does. It really does.
Started.
What do you want to do? You want to just?
I had another point I was going to make about the UFC. Oh, I was going to say this. If you're watching, whether it be on YouTube, our audio version is going to post it as this as well. If you get it on your downloads, Apple, Spotify. If you can give me like 3 more fighters in the UFC who have fought into their 40s and you come to Hooters, I will buy your first drink.
Ooh.
First person who does it, first round is on me. Not you, Ben. Nice try. Put your phone down, Ben.
Nice
try.
Ben. That's Radar.
Where?
That's
Where?
not Ben.
Oh,
that's Alex.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I thought it was Ben.
How many did you have?
I thought that was Ben. I'm sorry.
How many? You got like Radar's the star.
I'm sorry, Radar.
518-714-2200. He gets people in seats.
I see Radar all the
and
time.
And you're calling him Ben.
No, here's why I called him Ben.
You're out.
No, I'm not out. Because Ben was.
I love you guys, but I love Radar more. Gone.
I called him Ben because
you want to come over and shame him, Radar?
No, don't do that, Radar.
Radar's the nicest guy we got.
I know. But look, I saw the Empire shirt.
Wow.
And I saw him going to his phone. I'm like, oh, Ben's going to write in a comment.
Are you saying all white people look alike? Racist. He is. He's racist. He is.
I'm sorry, Radar.
You hate white people.
It just was so fast out of my mouth. I called him.
We now know the truth. It wasn't he had the best butt in Salve. They said he was the biggest ass in Salve.
I'm sorry, Radar. But still, don't look it up. I'm not going to get you a beer.
Ben's going to come in here with his backpack looking like the kid from Up, and he's going to be like, why didn't you know who I was?
And I've got the 3 UFC fighters, by
They don't even look alike. They're not even close. Radar's like 6, what are you, 6'1", 6'2"? He's 6 foot. Ben is like 4'3".
No, Ben's like
Ben can't even get on a roller coaster.
5'10".
Ben's got an attitude this year. That little guy's got he's
bad Ben.
Feisty.
Okay.
Big
bad Ben.
The Kepners are here.
All right.
Somebody let the Kepners in. There we go. Now it's getting real. Now it's gonna be a party. What's up, Rich? Oh,
I think you and Jim did that.
Or
together,
did you think that? Did you think that was Ben too? I mean, got an Empire logo on. Maybe it's Ben.
Hope Ben comes now.
I think you should just call everybody who works for us Ben now. Everybody in the Empire logo. Darius Prince will say, "What's up, Ben?"
CP. What's up, Ben? I think I did Matt Woods. What's up, Ben?
Tom Grosh just cut you off. No more beer for you. Charlotte, you're not the villain anymore. It's Goz.
Just calling.
By the way, that's not Ben.
All right, that's
okay,
not Ben.
That's not Ben.
Okay,
that's not Ben.
no.
That's not Ben. Not Ben. Not Ben.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I stumble through this. Get ready to talk about the Yankees and the Mets. Let's talk about SeatGeek. Oh no! Go ahead. Go to the comments. Yeah, I see the comments. I try to avoid it.
I'm just curious. Ron Trinico says we have to watch the Crown Royal around Radar. Something you want to tell me, Radar? Just looking at the TV. All right. Okay. All right. I'm just saying. All right.
If you're heading to concerts this summer, whether it be SPAC, whether it be
It's like, what are you doing? He's like, call me Ben if we're going to talk about drinking.
Syracuse, Utica, SPAC, MVP Arena, wherever it is this summer, you're looking to buy tickets to concerts, sporting events, and more. Your place is SeatGeek.com. SeatGeek. SeatGeek.com. How about this? If you have any ticket purchases over $50, use the promo code GOZ. GOZ. Promo code GOZ, and you get 20% off your first purchase. That's it. $20 off.
Remember when you were a promo code for something else?
Promo code GOZ. GOZ.
This is a good promo code. You've definitely had. You should be proud of this one. SeatGeek promo code GOZ.
My wife brought that up to me the other day.
Really?
Blue Chew. We'll see.
Right, hold on.
Shout out. There you go.
So your wife wanted to know if you were using the GOZ promo code for the boner drug?
That's right. She wanted to know if that was still live.
Was she like, do you need it?
No.
Is this an intervention?
She was happy SeatGeek was part of
the
this.
new one.
That's right.
Okay.
If you're looking for tickets this summer, again, tickets to concerts or sporting events, SeatGeek is your place.
Promo code GOZ.
GOZ. $20 off your purchase of any purchase over $50. Again, it is SeatGeek that's using this promo code.
SeatGeek.
Not other places you may have heard the promo code GOZ before.
Actually, it wasn't.
Oh, God.
It was a different one. It was because Blue Chew was the one that was actually on with us, and we were their promo code.
That's right.
No, that was the one that Snoop Dogg used to do. And he's like, promo code God.
That was that.
Yeah.
For him.
Yes.
A lot of free promotion right now for him.
I gotta tell you, I think you really, really need to get your butt over to Lily and David, or get some nice seats through SeatGeek for the missus if she's curiously just bringing up randomly male enhancement.
I think she was thinking of the promo code is what I'm going to tell myself.
I'm saying she's like seriously, maybe you want to call. I heard the packaging is discreet.
SeatGeek.com. Promo code Goz.
Use that promo code while it still works.
That's right.
SeatGeek is probably not coming back.
Into the summer, like we've seen enough. We've heard enough from that show. That's done.
SeatGeek, if you want to sit in the same seats that the guy with the best button Salve sits in, SeatGeek, promo code GOZ.
G-O-Z.
G-O-Z.
Thank you for
that. Can we call this? Can I go?
You want to end the show? Do you want to do a Q&A to end the day and then we'll call it? Okay, let's run through some questions here. We're going to talk about the Mets and the Yankees, but we can scrap that because I didn't have a big storyline that I liked from the week.
They're winning.
That's right.
There you go. To
complain about. That's right.
All right, so first question in the day. Who was runner-up to best button Salve?
The best button Salve?
Is there a guy? Do we know him? Man. Is he somewhere just doing like calf raises? He's just doing squats for days trying to catch he's gonna walk in here and just with assless chaps on and challenge you.
I will let you know what, I rarely ever do this because I think this is taking over the show. Do you have your phone hooked up here?
Yeah.
Do you want to call my wife and actually confirm this Salve but she'll answer. She'll answer this. She'll answer this on the air. She'll answer this on the air. Right. About the best Salve butt thing. We rarely ever do this. I don't think I've ever called my wife. I don't
usually call your wife when you're around.
No. Wait a second.
We usually talk about the boner drugs.
SeatGeek.com, promo code Goz.
Hold on a second.
Let's confirm this because I feel like this
she's
is
still in as your fiance. I haven't updated her stuff.
Nice.
Look at that. All right.
While you're doing that, I'm going to look through some other comments.
It's going to go over the air.
Okay, that's fine.
There she is. Here. We have to. I hope she answers.
I think she'll answer.
This is weird.
I think she'll answer.
This is just randomly calling Goz's wife on the show.
I feel like this was needed on today's show.
It's fine. We got a couple questions for her. She's not going to answer. She's too smart for this.
I'll text her.
She's not going to answer.
Well, Zach wants to ask about my butt.
Why don't we try to get Mrs. Gozlowski on the phone? Don't forget we're at Hooters today.
Hi, this is Jordan. Please leave a message.
She's too smart. She's like, nah. Here, we'll leave her a message.
At the tone, please
we'll leave her
record your message.
We'll just leave her a quick message.
When you finish recording, you may hang up or
yeah,
press 1 for more
we'll
options.
leave her a quick message.
To leave a callback number,
okay.
press 5.
All right, get on with it, Siri. Hey, Jordan, it's Jeff. Your husband's here too. Don't worry about that. We're curious. He had said that at one time he was voted or regarded as having the best butt in all of Salve, New York. I was curious if that was true and if you knew who the runner-up was. And also, why are you asking about when we used to have to endorse male enhancement products? Is there a problem? Is there something you want to tell us about? Hey, just feel free to give us a ring back. Thanks. Bye. All right.
All right.
That. We'll let you know what she says.
I think that worked out well.
We'll let you know. All right.
I've got a question from the Gadboys brothers here. Boston Dan, Barry Gadboys.
Barry.
They want to know. Gibbs? They want to know about. Have you seen this clip that's going viral today involving Back to the Live Golf Tour about a fan getting hit by a golf ball and then flopping and laying down like he was dead?
No.
A lot of people are accusing this person of going for the payday because they heard about the Saudi money and are hoping that they can sue the golf tournament. What do you make of fans potentially suing people with hitting them with golf balls? Is that a legit lawsuit?
Wait, if I sue the Live Golf Tournament to get money, am I as evil as the golfers who took money from the Live Tournament, or am I am I doing God's work by taking their money?
I think it's worth a shot. Someone said a business is making a ton of money, and you're going to go for the workers' comp. You can't be workers' comp. You don't work there.
No, it would be like actual insurance.
Nice try, buddy. It is not going to work. You are not going to get paid, and I hope you continue to stay viral because of that. Wow.
Jim from Inside the Walls has changed his name to Ben Jim Miller so that you will recognize him. Everyone's Ben to Goz today. All right, any more questions? Let's go.
I got a few more questions here from Twitter. Ryan McCarthy says, name this duo, wrong answers only. He has said, you and I are Hulk Hogan and the Macho Man, Randy said. If you don't mind, I would like to be the Macho Man. Because my son is now jumping off of things and screaming out, ooh, yeah. He's actually doing the elbow drop off of the couch. So I would like to claim Macho Man for that duo. I appreciate you, Ryan, for that. That's nice.
And plus, I obviously am the taller, better looking one, so.
don't think that's accurate.
It's pretty fair. It's pretty fair. I was once voted as the best butt on Console Road.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was a true story. I don't have an ass. Like I don't have one. Like it's amazing I can stay in a seat.
Do you want one?
I mean, I'm concerned the way you asked. I was like randomly, your father is paying attention enough, but not going to comment on the things we're talking about. Major celebrity was filming a movie in Albany area, and Hillary Swank was there too. So your dad's in another movie, I see. I like that.
It is. My mom's also in that movie as well. They can't talk. Allegedly, Hillary Swank found a dog as well during the movie filming.
Yeah, she like rescued. I saw that like from I saw it from our old station. I was like, wow, that's a great sports story.
Yeah. Keep up the great content there. Haunted houses. Didn't have any haunted houses left. Ran out of that coverage.
It's not their fault.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Okay.
I'm out of here.
I got
Can we do this like a normal pregame show? Can I just leave and you keep doing it?
No. You've walked yourself into this. I feel like, did we cover all the Empire questions? They were coming rapid fire there. I just want to make sure we got all the Empire fans hooked up.
I know the real Ben said we were going to win by 70 today.
That's right. Another comment.
Radar, do you want to make a prediction on the game too, since he thought you were Ben anyway? I can't let that go. I can't. I got to abuse you for that.
Just
it's probably your wife going, stop bothering me. Was that 52-27 Empire? That's my guy. All right. What did she say?
That was not her. That was a text into the show that wanted us to talk about pro wrestling. I don't think today's the day for that. Maybe for another podcast, maybe for another day.
I'll talk about pro wrestling. I will. I don't know anything about it.
Basically, like Cody Rhodes wrestling with the torn pec. What do I think about it? Am I lame to actually? I don't know. I have to rewatch the match. I didn't think it was that cool. Like, I think it's cool that he actually went out there and did it. But I feel like if you wrestle somebody with one arm and that guy loses, that makes you look like shit.
Cool. All right.
That's right.
All right.
Sean wrote in beer flexing emoji. Look at this. Look at this. Homer Simpson. Look at that. That's good.
I like it.
I think we're done, Levack.
All right, that's it.
I was holding out there for a second that my wife might call us back. We can close the show with her.
She does not want to be on this.
Do we hop back on if she calls back for like a quick audio only? Are you okay with an audio only?
Okay. I'm packing this crap up and I'm getting ready to watch the Empire with my friends here. Ben and Ben. And then there's Ben and there's Ben and Ben.
Yeah.
And then Ben. I'm Ben. You're Ben. In a way, we're all Ben.
Do this for me. Let's keep it up until the next 10 minutes. So if she calls back,
sounds like you can. Then you have to call Blue Chew.
Just hit that button. Just end. No, there.
Which
whatever
one?
button. I was gonna say.
Thank you.
Let's see. End broadcast button.
All right. All right. Let me end with some advice.
No.
What? You want some advice?
No.
I'm going to give you some advice.
God.
Don't look out of the corner of your eye. Know who the hell you're calling Ben. That's my advice for today.